welcome again for another video. Today we're actually going to step away from the gold making methods and we're going to talk about something that I think confuses a lot of players and is a bit daunting because it's not super well explained. And let's just get right into it. We're going to talk about the Crown Store and what, if anything, is even worth getting on here. So you whip out the Crown Store. I am recording this on the 23rd of January, 2021. And so if you're in this kind of period of time, the next 12 days, you'll see these flame atro crates. All of this stuff is generally garbage, unless maybe you want these things. But we're going to kind of step away from what looks cool and talk more a bit about what can be earned in-game and what can be earned, in other ways, like with Telvar crystals and right vouchers. So all of this stuff in featured, if you want to have these specific flame mounts, if you want to have some of these things that you can get, we'll go over to the crown crates and start with them because they're a big sink for some people, and we'll talk about them. So how crown gems work is basically you can see that I have a couple crown gems in the bottom right corner. They're separate than crowns. Basically, every time you get a duplicate, or you can extract certain things to get crown gems. So say I got a camel, and then I got a camel again. Well, I would get crown gems for that duplicate. And I don't know if I have anything that I can extract to show you. You could basically go to gem extraction. You can turn your potions in. You can turn the XP scrolls and stuff in that you get from the crown crates. Also, it's important to note when we're talking about crowns is that there is an in-game way that you can get crowns, and not like a way you can grind it, but people actually trade crowns for gold. On Xbox, it's generally 90 to 100 to 1. Unfortunately, I'm not sure on what it is on the other consoles. So basically, you can look at these 15 crown crates as 500,000 gold. There are some players who have a lot of gold and they will never buy any crowns a day in their life because they're able to constantly buy whatever they want, utilizing that trading mechanic. It's also against the terms of service to scam people. However, I would still only do trades through a trading guild, because basically what you have to do is click the gift button, select the gamer tag, and then they send you the money for the gift that you get. So it's generally something you only want to do in verified trade guilds and not something you necessarily want to do just off the cuff. Don't do it in global chat, especially if it seems too good to be true. ESO Plus, I have ESO Plus. This video is not necessarily talking about ESO Plus, but I think it is super worth it. And we'll probably have a video just talking about that. Special offers. What here, if anything, is good? I'll give you a minute. Play some Jeopardy music. I can't use the real Jeopardy music. I got copyright claimed. So let's just go worst to best. This garbage. All of these things here that they're charging you, and they give you one crown riding capacity and one of the. This is absolutely horrific. You can get all of these items, by the way, none of them which are any valuable. Is you gotta think to yourself, this is 180k worth of value right here if you were to buy this from somebody, and it's all not worth 180k. The riding lessons, the fucking mount, it doesn't leave. I mean, it's just a generic horse, not worth it, garbage. Then we look at the starter pack. So these crown scrolls are pretty good. However, everything else in here is not super worth it. I mean, some people will use the poisons, but you get so many poisons and tri-stat potions from other methods, and you can make similar potions too. So, and fucking crown soul gems, worthless, garbage. Starter pack adept. Again, the riding lessons are pretty nice. They're actually nice and give you 5 this time. The crown scrolls are okay, but you gotta remember too, you can buy in-game potions that'll do the same thing. And a couple outfits and a mount. Okay. Here we talk about the creme de la creme. This is actually something that I own. Actually, when I purchased ESO, it came with it. So why is this good? One, you get name and race tokens. So super valuable, very nice to have. Alliance Rider outfits and Alliance Rider hoods, not really worth anything. War Dogs, who cares? Horses, cool, but not something necessarily you need. I guess I should also note that horses and most collectibles are shared between all characters with few exceptions. Any race, any alliance is God tier. Is if you want to play with your friends and they're of one alliance, say they're a Breton Daggerfall Covenant and you want to be a Khajiit Dominion, you can't play together in open world Cyrodiil. However, if you have any race, any alliance, you could be a Khajiit Daggerfall Covenant. It opens up a lot of possibilities to you, and it makes people not have to contour their builds to what alliance their friends are in. And then these scrolls and treasure chests, okay, nothing super great with them. Alright, let's talk about DLCs. If I had to pick which DLC to get, I would do this one right here. The Dark Brotherhood, Imperial City, or Cinnamon Thieves Guild are probably the most popular DLCs for set grinding, gold grinding, Telvar grinding. Cinnamon of itself has the Maelstrom Arena. It's got the Briarheart set, super valuable. Imperial City is a whole PvP instance. It's got the Telvar grind, Dark Brotherhood and Thieves Guild, super cool quest lines to do, super fun. Other than that, you will have all of these if you have ESO Plus. So that's also important to know. The only thing that you will not have is the latest chapter. So because I have ESO Plus, I have all of these. Some of them I bought when I wasn't using ESO Plus, so you can see like I purchased more ones separately, elsewhere separately. If you have ESO Plus, you'll have all of these. The only thing that you will not have is the newest one, which currently is Western Skyrim. Quest starter is not really important. It's just how you get into the new stuff. Additional character slots are probably the most valuable thing that you can use in ESO. They can be gifted. You can purchase them with 150k gold. I like them a lot. They increase your capacity for characters. If you've seen my daily quest video, you know that daily quests can be really good. You could do daily quests on all your characters, yada yada yada. Super good, very nice value. Imperial upgrade is also really, really nice just because of the Imperial outfit and race. And I guess the horse is pretty nice too, but it is 2,100 crowns, which is 210k gold, so that's a little pricey. I only did it because I had one build that really recommends the Imperial, and I play ESO a lot, and I'm just kind of like, eh. Now, these are the two biggest things. These are the two first things I bought. And they can be gifted, so you can purchase these for 500,000 gold. Is a banker that follows you around and a merchant that follows you around. You can hotkey them to your wheel and they will follow you around, and it is amazing. Also, you can individually purchase the classes. So say you don't want to purchase the Warden class, which comes from Vardenfell. Like if you don't want to buy the Vardenfell DLC, you could just buy the individual class. The Warden, same with the Necromancer. Which, if we're going back, I think Vardenfell was a little more, or Morrowind, excuse me, is a little more expensive. So you can see, like, that's at a higher value, 3,500 crowns. And if you're not really interested, you could just do that. Or just, in all honesty, just use ESO Plus and then make your characters. These, again, you can buy these upgrade slots for gold. You gotta remember 1,000 crowns is 100k gold, so as long as the upgrades cost less than 100k, you're not saving money, you're losing money. Same with this pig and this rat. As cool as it is, not great. These are a good sink for crowns if you're like, kind of like these. If you're constantly, like if you want to catch up to endgame players, crown riding speed is super nice. Capacity is also pretty nice. But if you're constantly leveling them up every day, because you have to remember too, your mounts are separate when it comes to leveling them up. Like yes, in your collections, like if I bought a mount on the crown store for this character, I can use it on the next character, but it's not going to have 60 out of 60 for riding speed. You're going to have to level that bad boy up every day, and I'll show you guys how to level it up. But these are a good skip that you can do. All of this stuff is, you'll get it if you buy the other thing we were talking about earlier, the any race, any alliance. Here we see, so basically too, if you do something for one character, you can do it for another. For example, I don't have all of the Sky Shards in Western Skyrim, so I could not purchase this, but I could purchase the Sky Shards for Vardenfell if I didn't already have all the Sky Shards for Vardenfell on this character, which would give me 18 Sky Shards. Not super good value for money. I mean, it's 90k. It takes like 45 minutes to get all the Sky Shards in a zone. Not super worth it. This stuff, not a huge fan of this either. I don't think it's worth it. Experience scrolls are okay, but for that's let's remember that this is 30K. You know how many Sigil Ambrosias you could buy for 30K? You could buy 10 at full price. So, not worth it. And then all this stuff is garbage. Houses, I mean, houses are pretty nice. There are houses you can get in game, though. There's a Somerset house that you can get by doing all of the quests in Somerset and doing some side missions. There are houses that you can get in Northern Elsewhere for doing all the achievements and unlocking different things. So don't feel like you have to purchase a house and that the only way you're going to have a nice house is if you purchase it. That's not true. Furniture. Furniture is cool too. You see, I've got some furniture. I love having people to walk around. However, is it something you want to buy with your own crowns? Because, I mean, this dude that walks around, he's a cool guy. That's only 80K. You could buy that from someone in a trade guild. 250K. I mean, like, your crowns, when you first start out that you're getting every month, like, in my opinion, you want to spend them very wisely. Here we come to these things. These are very, very nice. I have all of them. But there's actually 3 ways you can get these. Telvar crystals, crowns, or writ vouchers. However, it's probably more money efficient to buy these with crowns because if you look at the writs, which is actually where I'm at, if you look at how much they cost with writs, you're not really saving any gold. So 200 writs is quite a pretty penny. That's probably worth even more than they go for here. So if you were to just have someone gift them to you, which let me double check because I think you can gift them. Yes, you can. All this other stuff is hot garbage. Remember that on all of these things that you see, you can learn the blueprints for. You can have a player craft them for you. You can find them. You can buy them from a player. Like, don't think that these are the only way that you can get these things. The Crown Store for furniture is a lie. It's just an easy way for people to get stuff. I don't even look at all this. If you see something here you like, I mean, good for you, but crafting. Same thing with crafting. Outfit change tokens, it's not worth it either. You'll get so many free ones just from logging in. Mimic stones are actually pretty good because you can turn mimic stones into gold. That'll probably be its own video because it's an interesting little money making method. Research if you're desperate, but let's also look at too. You can buy speed ups for writ vouchers. Don't feel like there's only 1 or 2 ways to do these things. ESO gives you alternatives. They just don't always put them front and center because they still want you to invest a little bit in the crown market. Also, all of these styles can be found. In fact, it even tells you. So you could see, I don't even gonna try to pronounce it, Arxandid Armory. Used to learn this style. Also has a chance to drop by Delve and World Bosses Daily Quests in the Reach. So all of this stuff has places where it will drop. So don't feel like that you're like, oh, well, I really, really like this motif. This must be the only way to get it. It's not. There's dozens of ways to get it. Costumes, whatever, not important in my opinion. Mounts are nice because they share between all your characters. You will get a free mount at level 10, which is important. It does look, pretty generic. Sweet Roll. I do love Sweet Roll, but it is a very generic horse. So if you don't like a generic horse and you want to buy a mount, it's okay. You can get it gifted to you if you have the gold. These are all giftable. Just remember that it's super easy to make money. I have a lot of guides on my channel to make money. Most of them, if you really are desperate, you can always get into something like scrying or fishing for Sigic satchels, both of which are super, super easy to make gold, don't have any level requirement, and are pretty fun to do. As well, fun is in that they're not mundane. But that's kind of wraps up the Crown Store. If you're wondering where I am, by the way, I'm in Wayrest and Stormhaven. Each Alliance capital will have the writ voucher vendor, and you can also go to the Imperial City, and then there's the Telvar vendors. They sell similar stuff. That's why I'm not really going to worry about going over here and showing you. I am going to take you to the stable, though, because I always like to remind people to always, always, always buy your... I hate how it dismounts you there. Always, 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 every 20 hours, which I think I can buy another one, get your stable upgrade, and if you can, do it for all your characters, be a little forward thinking. It's something that's really nice to do every day. I'm thinking about putting out a video on things that you should do every day on ESO and trying to keep it real, kind of short and sweet. This is always one of them because it's something that you can really feel the difference. Like, you can feel the difference between a 60% increase to max speed on your riding capacity. But other than that, boys, I will see you in the next one, and we'll kind of figuring what I want to do next. But I thank you to the SXA Ghost, who's the one that recommended this video to me. You can actually see in the top right left corner, excuse me. They are still in a group with me. They recommended this last night, so put it out today for them. Other than that, boys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.